You will watch, holding your breath, the most mysterious and terrifying chase in the universe between Azrael and Satan. Azrael is searching for Shaytan, coming out of the shadows to catch him. Will the devil be able to escape? What was the terrifying secret Satan unknowingly walked into while trying to escape? This story ends with a surprising twist that you will never see coming. It will make your hair stand on end. Hold on tight. For the first time, you will witness the devil's end. Yes, now, our journey begins. God commanded Azrael to take Satan's life. Death meant judgment, and this was what Satan feared the most. That's why Satan, one last time, would use all his tricks, deceit, and strength to escape. This chase would not just be an ordinary chase between a being and death. It would be a struggle that echoed across the universe, watched by the heavens and the earth. Azrael's unstoppable chase of Satan had begun. As Satan escaped across the earth at a speed even the wind couldn't match, Azrael followed close behind, never losing his trail. Satan tried to hide in every corner, every dark place on the earth. He tried to refuge in the hillsides, deep forests, and lonely deserts where no human foot had ever stepped. But Azrael's eyes closely watched his every move, drawing nearer each time. When Satan realized there was no place left to hide on the surface, he decided to go down into the depths of the earth. He tried to hide himself within the dark and cold layers of the ground. But even the darkness below could no longer protect him from Azrael's sharp look and following skills. As Satan searched for an escape route through the deep, dark corridors, Azrael followed closely, watching his every step. The ground couldn't help Satan escape, and he already hated the ground because of Adam. Azrael was also after him, so Satan decided to come out from underground. In despair, Satan began rising toward the sky, searching for a refuge there. He tried to escape among the clouds. Even in the dark depths of the sky, he felt Azrael's presence. Every time Satan tried to hide in another corner, Azrael was always behind him. This breathless chase in the sky made Satan's fear grow. When he couldn't find a place to hide, he came down back to earth in a panic. But even Satan himself didn't know where he was going. In fear and panic, he went away in an unknown direction, overcoming every barrier in his path. And just when he was about to give up, a bright idea came to his mind. As a last resort, Satan decided to seek refuge in the seas and hide there. Azrael searched everywhere for him but couldn't find him this time. So he turned to the Lord of all worlds and said, "O Lord, I am unable to find him. What do you command, my Lord?" The Lord of all worlds commanded, "Go to hell, see the guardian Malik, and have him give you 70,000 hellhounds. Use them to find Satan." So Azrael immediately took 70,000 hellhounds from hell and set them after Satan. Hellhounds means hell dogs, and Azrael would be able to follow the devil more easily with these dogs. But when even 70,000 hellhounds couldn't find Satan, Azrael once again turned to the Lord of all worlds. Following the command he received, he took another 70,000 hounds from hell and continued searching for Satan. Still, he couldn't find or catch Satan, so he turned to the Lord once more. With the final command, Azrael took 70,000 more hounds from hell and continued the chase after Satan. The Hellhounds were the wildest and most ruthless creatures in hell, created from fire with the flames of hell burning in their eyes and teeth that carried the coldness of death. They were unleashed on Satan one last time. As Satan felt the growls of the hounds and the cold presence of Azrael behind him, he kept running without knowing where he was going. Suddenly he found himself in a lonely, empty place. It seemed like an ordinary piece of land. Exhausted, Satan collapsed onto the ground, feeling that there was no point in running anymore. But the truth was, his arrival at this place was not entirely by chance. Under this empty land, hidden deep within, lay a hidden surprise. However, this was a terrifying truth that Satan was unaware of. In the darkness and silence, as Satan rested and considered his escape, he had no knowledge of the sacred place beneath him. At that moment, as the heavens and the earth quietly observed this fateful encounter, Azrael took one step closer. But Satan realized that he no longer had the strength or a place left to run. Azrael made one final move to capture him. Locked in a place, the devil lying in the grip of fear felt the angel of death approaching him. But this time he couldn't even find the strength to run away. The angel of death came close to him and said, "Oh, cursed one, you did not bow when God commanded, and now are you bowing to Adam?" Satan, in great confusion, replied, "No, I am not kneeling to Adam. When and where have I ever bowed?" At that moment, Azrael realized the truth. The place where Satan was lying was directly above Adam's grave, but Satan had no knowledge of this. Azrael, following God's command, brought down his blade and took Satan's soul. Satan's last breath on this earth echoed as the most terrifying scream the universe had ever heard. That scream would shake the heavens and the earth, so much so that if people had been alive at that moment, they would have been instantly destroyed by the sheer terror of that sound. This story we have heard of Satan's dreadful end. Yes, the being who dedicated his entire existence to battling Adam and his children unknowingly encountered a surprising end by submitting in the very place he refused to bow in life. Surah Bukhari 34. And when we said to the angels, "Prostrate before Adam," so they prostrated, except for Iblis. He refused and was arrogant, and became of the disbelievers. Surah Sad 82-83. Iblis said, "By your glory I shall mislead them all, except those of your servants, the chosen ones from amongst them." Surah Abraham 22. And Satan will say when the matter has been concluded, "Indeed, Allah had promised you the promise of truth, and I promised you, but I betrayed you. But I had no authority over you except that I invited you, and you responded to me. So do not blame me, but blame yourselves. I cannot be called to your aid, nor can you be called to my aid. Indeed, I deny your association of me with Allah before. Indeed, for the wrongdoers is a painful punishment." Let's think these verses. You can find our sources in the video details. Please share your thoughts in the comments. I will respond to all of them. See you in the next video.